Thanks for tuning in to Say What Now? Reddit Stories. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and don't forget to turn on those notifications. And now, on to the story of Am I the asshole for telling my wife to leave my mother's funeral? So recently, my mother, Diane, lost a long battle with cancer. It's been hard on my whole family, including me, 38M, my kids Michael and Chloe, not their real names, who are 8M and 6F. My wife, Olivia, 37F, has had a long standing rivalry with my mother. It all started when my father died about 10 years ago. My wife was upset about inheritance and started demanding money from my mother, who was 68 at that time, and this led to high tensions, tons of arguments almost every time they saw each other, but it cooled off afterwards. Even though there was still tension, there were no conflicts, so I thought it was fine. While me and my sister Amanda, who's 32, and brother Tom, who's also 32, were planning the funeral with my wife, we were going through old pictures, memories, and thinking about our childhoods and whatnot. It was a really nice moment. But my wife always had this fake happiness and fake laugh whenever we started seeing things from when she first met me and my siblings' parents. I brushed it off though, as she was probably doing this because she was stressed out and upset from all of the craziness happening in my family. Afterward, Tom and Amanda came over to me and was wondering if I noticed how my wife seemed a little bit off. I told them about how upset my kids were and how hard it was on her to take care of them since they were so upset about their grandmother passing. They understood and we all agreed to brush it off. Eventually, the day of the funeral came. There had been no incident since, other than the emotional stress on the family, which is pretty normal considering this is a huge loss. So we were all at the funeral. My kids were crying, and so was I. But my wife's face was totally blank, which again I understood. I figured she was stressed, upset, and tired. But when I got up to do the eulogy and I went up to speak about my mother, my wife pushed me out the way and started yelling to everyone at the funeral about how much of a terrible person my mother was. She was screaming things like, "This bee wouldn't give me inheritance, even though she was gonna die soon." Oh my God. Everyone in the crowd was mortified. As you can understand and imagine, immediately I told my wife to leave the funeral home. I felt so embarrassed and helpless in that moment. Someone I loved and trusted, slandering my own mother in front of everyone that I know and at her funeral nonetheless. Me and my wife then go into an argument she ended up having. She ended up leaving. My kids were crying because they were confused and they didn't know what was happening. Once we left, the car was gone because my wife had taken it. Mm. Thankfully, though, my brother Tom said he would take me and the kids to a hotel until things cooled off. I think I'm going to go see my wife tomorrow. Amanda said she would take me and help me through the conversation and support me as I really need it right now. I don't think I'm the asshole, but am I the asshole? I just need help. I feel like I'm tearing my family apart, but it's not my fault. I really don't know what to do. No. What? Man, listen. Mm, mm, mm. If my mom had passed and my dad had left some type of inheritance to his kids, as parents are allowed to do, at no point in time should your significant other then start being upset because they weren't allowed to be a part of or to reap quote unquote the benefits of the inheritance. Like, first of all, I only got the inheritance because someone died. What type of insensitive prick? What? You know, I must say, though, your family must be a really nice family because any other family, she would have caught a fade. She would have caught them hands, everything. You just stood up and called somebody's mom who is essentially laying there in a casket a whole bee. Like, what? Because you're mad about money that's not even yours and you're not even entitled to? Uh, that's be I don't even know what that is. That's got to be delusion, crazy. Pick one insert here. I I don't even know what to say about this. You are not the asshole. Not even a little bit. No. No. And then to make matters worse, you did this in front of your kids. Prayfully, prayfully, they don't remember it. But something tells me because it was done in such a malicious and crazy way, oh, they're going to remember that their mother is a whack job and that you basically called their grandmother a horrible word. And they were already confused and upset at the fact of her passing, which means that they loved her a lot. Like, you know, it's certain things that tears a family apart. Money and funerals. And it's crazy that normally the two go hand in hand. Craziness. Mm. Let me know what y'all think about this. Mm, that's a lot to unpack. Let me know what y'all think. Write it down in the comments. Let me know. I do read everybody's comments, so let me know what y'all are thinking. Until next time, bye bye.